So this is just a little look through my garden, through my front yard here. My giant rosemary bush. It's been growing here for a long time. I don't know why it's toppled, like why it's off to the side like that, but I kind of like it. This was just a chimenea that my in-laws had, and it broke. So to reuse or recycle, I put thyme in there. And then I know everyone talks about mint and how crazy and invasive it can get. So what I did was I just used this area here next to my garage and I planted chocolate mint in there. Use these little areas instead of having to use a pot. That way it can be contained and you don't have to worry too much. Here's the other side of my garage. This is African blue basil. And I did buy this cranberry hibiscus, and that's going to go right here next to it. If you don't know what cranberry hibiscus is, it's edible. It does taste like cranberry. The leaves taste like cranberry. So it's gonna, when you think of color, that really bright burgundy red there is gonna look so nice next to this basil here. And I've used the basil on with drinks, like holiday drinks and things. I don't know that I've cooked with it yet. This is just the left side. This is a quick little area. This is my Dorset golden apple. And I still have to go get the Anna. Up here is a little project that I'm going to be working on over the next few days. So I'm going to be pulling up, neatening the edge here. And here I already have had planted a couple of daylilies. I can show you some pictures of what they look like in bloom. There's 3 here. You can see that one's about to bloom. There's one there, one here, and then I do have some dahlias back here. I can show you pictures too of when they were in bloom, but they're a beautiful lavender color. There's one here and another one there. There was another one there, but it didn't come back up, so I don't know what happened there. So what I'm gonna do is I'm probably gonna take this fencing, but I underestimated. I didn't measure this area here. So what I'm gonna do is buy another 1 or 2 of these, and then I'm probably going to do, my in-law has some leftover like weed suppressant material, and I typically don't use weed suppressant. I usually do cardboard and then layer mulch on top, and that's how the soil's gotten a little more richer in this area. But I'd like there not to be any grass growing in that area, so I don't have to worry about weeding the flowers too much. Here's a look from the front. This is my big black mission fig. Back there was the lemongrass. And then here I did have 3 of these Tithonia flowers. You can see that one's leaning over. So when you are growing from seed, you want to make sure, I already knew how tall they got, but I just kept putting it off to stake them up. So the back one there, I did get to stake that one up in time before, like it did fall over, but it was stunted compared to the other one. But look at these beautiful flowers. Look at that. It's such a like a bright orange, almost red or pink. It's beautiful. And here there's a lot of butterflies that come and visit, monarchs, and then there's some black butterflies that have like yellow on them. Here's a gardenia. So I garden for both practical approach for food, but I also grow things that are beautiful for the wildlife and for my eyes as well. So I put that gardenia there in my front porch, or next to my front porch. That way when I'm sitting there I can smell the flowers, and it's bloomed already this year, and it's intoxicating. I love the smell of gardenia. My favorite perfumes are, this is a Cuban oregano. Cuban oregano is crazy. Like it gets out of control, but you're able to snip it back, cut it back. I don't know if you guys can see how big that is. There. You can use that in pasta. I haven't used a lot of it though, but. And then my in-laws got me these blackberries. They're called baby cakes. That's the variety, but look at how tall they're getting. I don't know if you can see that. So I'm gonna just tie them up against that trellis there. So I didn't know if they were gonna, I knew they were gonna grow. I'm just not sure that they're gonna provide fruit. So that's why I actually just put them in containers. My mom was getting rid of this container, and my in-law, she was getting rid of that container, and they were just gonna throw them away. So I just poked some holes in the bottom and put those in there. Then here I have a dragon fruit cactus that I actually got from I was doing an internship with Fleet Farming, and we would trade plants. So he gave me like a small cutting like this big down there. You see that little piece down there? This piece. And from that little piece down here grew this big dragon fruit, and hopefully it'll provide me with some dragon fruit that I can share. But at the top here I'm gonna have to put up like a support so it can go up and then over the top. In my backyard there's not much to see yet, but my plan is, there is a Barbados cherry that I just put in like a few days ago, 2 or 3 days ago. And then over there is my ever-bearing mulberry. I have a lot of like vines to cut back. I'm not sure what this vine is, but the plan is to put some 4x6 beds here, 2 here, and 2 here to start. And then mulch maybe a pathway there. So that's going to be coming up soon. I'll show you guys a video. Here's my sugar apple. I got this from a lady on Facebook, and she sells some fruit trees, and it has just exploded. I've already harvested one and ate some and saved some of the seed. Here's one here. Here's one. Still too little. And then here's a wonderful pomegranate. It has tried to fruit this year, but not sure if you all know what's happened, but they turn like a gray, not a gray, but like a pale green color, and they're just dry. I don't know. And we've had plenty of rain, so I'm not sure what the issue is. I might just have to, I've threatened to cut it down this year because it's just not done anything. Maybe next year, maybe it just had to be bigger, get bigger in order to provide me with some fruit. But here are just some big palm trees that my father-in-law, one of his friends was giving them away. So we took them and we put them here, and I thought it would be really cool to do a hammock eventually there. And then over here are 2 blueberry bushes, which they're doing really well. The varieties are the Windsor. I think this one is, I don't know. Don't know what variety this is. It's either Windsor or Emerald. Those are the ones that I'm growing. Oh, this one is. This one's Emerald. It's doing pretty well. I have failed so many times before in growing blueberry bushes. I've tried to grow them at least 3 or 4 times, but not from, usually I just get them from Walmart or Lowe's, but I really don't recommend. I don't recommend getting your plants from there unless if you're growing herbs or herbs or maybe some flowers, like just some annual flowers or something. So that is my garden so far. Let's just sit down so you guys can take a look, better look. I have created a little paradise for myself. Here you can sit here and watch the butterflies. Of course, these are annuals, so I will have to grow some more. And it gives you like a little covering from, you can look out, but people are not able to look in as well since I have a couple of things here. But this is it. I think I may plant some more flowers towards the front of this border and actually put some edging in. And I do this year, I do have to put in some more cardboard and remulch the area. But if you're having a hard time with water retention, mulch is really going to help you out. Now the grass is still going to grow through, but just do it. Try to do it a few times a year if you can. I will share with you all some gardening plans next, so you guys can learn how to plan out your space. Okay, and next video I will show you all how I grew these flowers from seed.